Looky-loo, another wonderful WrestleRoni for me and for you. You know it. Oh my goodness, I'm excited about this one. We have much to discuss, my friends. Today's episode is brought to you by the VSW podcast. I'll be on that bad boy this Friday. Also brought to you by Kill City Cup. You've watched it 4 times, right? You haven't watched it once, links in the description. It's an awesome film/event. We need a sequel, a part 2, ASAP. Alright, so let's be real. Let's be as real as we can on this episode. Let's shoot it up. Alright, so first off, today's guest canceled right at the time we was going to record. Happens. I prefer a heads up, but sometimes you message the person, say, hey, you ready? And they say, oh, I can't. And, well, fair enough. That is what it is. We've been dealing with a lot of professionalism lately. And we'll get into that. We're going to talk about the origin of the new company exclusive to WrestleRoni. In case you haven't heard, myself, Gannon Green, Billy Knox have got together and we are going to bring to you Extreme Independent Wrestling. And this is supposed to be the origin story. I'm going on a couple podcasts this week to talk about it, and I thought it's not very fair to the WrestleRoni heads, the WrestleRoni subscribers, if they don't hear the story right from the man's mouth, the man himself that lived it, and right here on the Roni, man. It's going to be exclusive to WrestleRoni, just for y'all, man. We got our own Fed. Still rocking and rolling with PWL, with RSW, with all the great feds that we're associated with. But we got our own promotion. We can kind of do our own thing now. So, oh, man, I've been losing sleep about this. You talk about excited. You talk about wrestling Christmas. This is a dream position. Let's get into this story, okay? How far back do we go back? I guess it all started around Wear Zebra time. We make Wear Zebra. And I'm like, how can we promote Wear Zebra? I'm like, yo, I need to do a Halloween special anyway. Let's do a Halloween special to promote Wear Zebra. And I talked to Gannon. It's Gannon's idea. This all I gotta give props to Gannon Green, man. He's the head trainer at the Real Shoot Academy. Does a damn good job. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. It was his idea. He said, well, why don't we just have some matches at the training center? We're going to have training this night. Come down to Cameron. We'll do some matches. Well, that evolved something crazy. So-and-so wants involved. Now so-and-so wants involved. And now Billy finally has the opportunity to have his death match he's been wanting to have. And Paulie's been wanting to have a death match too. And these two are about it. They're going to have a death match for the WrestleRoni Halloween special. Well, one person got really pissed off and kind of packed their bags and went home, to say the least. You won't be hearing from them anymore. That's the negative. Plenty of positive, though, man. If you haven't seen the Halloween special, what a fun show. Of course, the interviews are great, but the stuff we filmed at the Academy, that's the seeds, man. That's the seeds for EIW. It starts off with El Grego trying to take over Halloween in the Halloween special, and Gannon Green saves Halloween. And El Grego with a very impressive performance. So impressive, in fact, that Gannon Green booked him at our first show. In case you haven't heard, First Blood, Last Laugh, November 17th. He's going to be fighting the brand new junior heavyweight champion for RSW, Aaron Duzan. That's right. It's happening November 17th. We have the blessing of Tim Cross to use RSW championships here and there. You know, we're not gonna kill a territory over here, kids, but we're gonna use those belts for the first show, by God. Both the cruiserweight title and cruiserweight. It ain't no damn cruiserweight title. The junior heavyweight title and Internet Openweight Championship will be on the line November 17th. We'll get to that. We're talking about the Halloween special. You saw what happened, man. All right. So let's be as real as we can be. Paulie and Billy go on to have this insane death match. In case you didn't know, you probably do know, that was Air Duzan as Scary Terry, Freddy Krueger, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, that was Duzan. Thank you, Duzan, for your help. Thank you to the Void for his help. And thank you to Polly and Billy for what they did, man. What a main event. What a crazy death match. Tube skewers, the whole nine. It's on the channel. Watch it if you haven't. It turned some head. It got some folks talking. I was talking to Tim Cross as he watched it. And he's not a big deathmatch guy, but I don't know, man. It sounded like he was digging it. So that kind of got his wheels turning. Maybe Tim had been wanting to do something at the training school, and maybe he just kind of gave us the keys to the kingdom. Maybe that's how it worked out. Maybe. I don't know. But so Tim's about it. We all get together, get our heads together. We had a dope meeting last night, figuring out what directions we want to go into. I promise you, this is going to be like nothing you've ever seen before. Soon as we put out the announcement about the promotion, God, the messages we all got. Folks that want to be in on it. Thank you all. Thank you all. Folks, names in this business that were sharing the post and congratulating us. And man, what a day that was. It fills my heart with joy to no end. Couldn't be more humble, more proud. Just, wow, thank you for that. That was amazing. A lot of great folks reached out. I'm trying to bring in talent you've never seen on the channel. I'm trying to bring in the folks you like on the channel. We're trying to mix it up. I want to make new stars. I want to tell stories, bro. And we already got stories happening now, don't we? There's going to be a lot of promos. There's going to be a lot of backstage stuff. There's going to be a lot of television production, man. Listen, it's called EIW. Plain and simple, this is an homage to ECW. Think of it as our homage to ECW. We're not trying to replicate it or duplicate it, but we're trying to say, yo, ECW, we love you and we want to pay tribute to you, while being a form of a developmental at the same time. Get these trainees from the Power Slam Academy. Get these trainees from PWL. Get the RSW trainees right there in their house, man. We're calling it the EIW warehouse. We're calling it the RSW warehouse. It's a warehouse, by God, and that's what it is. And we're decking this bad boy out, man. Like I say, you're going to see backstage stuff, constant promos. I'm just going to keep hitting your ass with promos. The weirder, the better. Let's get edgy. Let's get weird. That's another thing. These first couple shows, we'll see how they go. Definitely children need to be accompanied by their parents. Parents need to give the okay because it's going to get nuts. Main event, death match, man. Main event's a death match, so you know what kind of show you're coming to. We're going to have foul language. We're going to have hot babes. It's going to be like that, man. It's 1999 all over again. I'm stoked. I've talked to some great people that I can't wait to introduce you to. Just, man, I'm trying to keep this on track, but there's so many thoughts going through my head. Let's dip into the main event and the evolution of that, because this has been fun, dude. This has been a lot of fun. So we come up with the idea. We know we can count on Willie Storm. He'll be there for the main event, and we can count on Willie Storm to put on a good match. Willie's kind of taken it upon himself to say, this is my chance to prove myself. And he has been poking the bear left and right. First, he drops this promo. Billy neglects to mention that he'll put the RSW title on the line. So Willie wants to make sure that's happening. And man, just on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, every social media platform, Willie has been poking and talking shit on Billy Knox, and the promos are fire. This is a different side of Willie. I couldn't be prouder of the dude. Billy's my brother, man. I make no bones about it. We're in Billy Knox country. Like, you think Mannington's Billy Knox country? No, this is where Billy Knox grew up, where the school is. This is right in his home base. His people can walk to this show. So there's going to be a lot of Billy Knox folks in that crowd. And Willie Storm's in for a hell of a night, man. Let's talk about the crowd. You want to know how you can get there? How you can get there is you can buy a ticket, and we'll tell you where the location is. Yeah, maybe we don't want everybody to know where the school is. Maybe you have to be in the Cool Kids Club. Maybe. I love you. If you're listening to this, you're in the Cool Kids Club. We'll get you in there. It's definitely a fight club, BYOB, punk rock, just crazy atmosphere we're going for, man. I don't know how else to explain it. I want it to be different than anything you've ever been a part of. And believe me, Billy thinks different. I think different. Gannon thinks different. We've all got some outside-the-box ideas, shit you've never seen in pro wrestling. And when it comes to the production, for you folks that can't make it to a show, oh, it's going to look slick as fuck on the YouTube. I promise you that. Again, it's going to be like something you've never seen. Now, I will tell you, these first two events I'm going to give to you free. We're going to see how they do. Then maybe, they got me convinced I'm actually going to paywall my wrestling. Because, man, they've been trying to talk me into this for a minute. We'll see. Guarantee you at least the first two shows will be free. And then maybe, because listen, I'm monetized. And we do have the option to activate the memberships on this channel. I'm thinking $5. You get at least, you get your show, you get exclusive content. That money we can turn around. We can bring in some bigger names. We can bring in these crazy names we want to bring in. Believe me, I want to bring in everybody and have an indie mania. But I don't have any money, and I don't expect Billy and Gannon to pay for all this. We're working on having title belts made up. We're not just going to keep using the RSW titles. We're going to have our own titles. And don't get it twisted. It's not just hardcore wrestling, not just deathmatch wrestling. I want to showcase these up-and-coming stars. ECW had their Eddie Guerreros, their Two Cold Scorpios, their Dean Malenkos. I promise you, I've got our work rate, guys. We're going to have Anthony Rucker. We got Air Duzan. I tell you what, Paulie Kilpis and Gannon Green can wrestle. Wait and see. I'll show you. I'll show you. And we got some big stuff. Paulie Kilpis is going to be a part of it. Gannon Green. A lot of your RSW favorites. But let's mix it up with some guys from Ohio you've never seen. Let's mix it up with some of those Pittsburgh boys we enjoy. Let's mix it up with some PWL trainees. Some guys from Power Slam. Like I say, there's some names you've never even seen on the channel coming in. There's some big West Virginia names that I'm saving as a surprise, bro. We're going to tell some stories. Like I say, this is going to be some interesting stuff. If you can't tell how excited I am, swear to God, like I was trying to lay it down last night, and I was plotting in my head, and I was so comfortable. I didn't want to get up, but I didn't want to forget the shit. So I got up, walked in the other room, grabbed my phone that was on charge, had to type out a little bit of something, smoke a cigarette, make sure that was jotted down so I didn't forget. You're in for something different. I promise you. I'm not just, do I not come through? I promised a huge Halloween special. It was crazy. Anything I promise, if I don't think I can deliver, I don't promise it. Bro, let me tell you, back in 98 through 2002, believe me, it's a whole different ball game. But when we was doing backyard, I got it to a point where we was running shows in local bars. You know, we was doing the no ring thing in bars back then. I was 17, 18 years old, fucking running shows. Again, that's a different beast. That was years ago. Whole different scene. I've learned a lot in the business. I haven't learned everything, of course. Hell no. Far from it. But that's where Gannon comes in. A lot of folks respect the shit out of Gannon. I respect the shit out of Gannon. That's where Billy comes in. You know, somebody don't want to listen. I'll just be like, Billy, get them. They'll fucking listen. On the real. We got the star power. Gannon deserves more credit than he gets. He's a high school sports athlete. He knows how to train. He's been through the training. He's doing great training. He's been under some of the great minds of wrestling, so he's got that knowledge as well. This is something to be excited about, I promise you. Extreme independent wrestling. And let me tell you, this isn't just a West Virginia thing. As you know, WrestleRoni, baby, we're international. You know we got our Aussie friends. You know we got our Canadian friends. You know we got our friends in Argentina. we're just getting started, man. Believe me, I've got some plans to make things work worldwide, one way or the other. Just wait and see on that. Wait and see. Let us crawl before we walk. That's the word of the day. Let's crawl before we walk. This first show, I'll go ahead and break it right here. Hopefully, in a perfect world, the tentative plan, don't write it on your calendars yet, but I'll go ahead and put it out there into the ether so we can make it work, make it happen. We're going to try to bust out one more in 2023, man. We're going to try to do another one in December. Tentative date right now is December 15th. I'll keep you posted, man, because I've got some plans for that. You know, it's the holidays. Why not have a holiday hell death match, huh? Something to think on. Something to think on, man. I think that's about a lot of the information I wanted to get out there. I wanted to get it to you guys from myself. Like I say, I'll be on other podcasts this Friday discussing it. But I thought you guys deserve this, man. You know, before some strangers get the news, you guys deserve it. You guys have been supportive as hell. I could not ask for better people to work with, people to deliver content to. You guys are awesome. You've changed my life. You don't know how much your support means, man. It keeps me going. It's got me excited. It's got Billy excited. It got Gannon excited. It's even got Tim Cross excited. I swear to God. I seen the look in his eyes, man. Again, he's not for this death match and crazy shit, so I think he's going to let us run with the ball. Well, I mean, he's giving us the keys to the kingdom, believe me. So we're doing our thing, and we're going to make you proud, Tim. You'll see. And that's the thing, man. Like, we did come out the gate a little spiteful, a little hateful. The show's called First Blood, Last Laugh. And there's a reason for that. There's people out here saying, oh man, West Virginia has too many feds. What's the next alphabet soup? We're the next alphabet soup. Can you believe that? So this is for those people. This is for the quitters. The folks that quit on us about one small disagreement. Took their cameras and went their own way. This is to show them that you're missing out on the opportunity of a lifetime. You should have hung in there. It's for those folks, man. You know, I was talking earlier today. First podcast and the first few episodes, and all the episodes, really, the message is still there. I said there wasn't enough positivity, and people didn't talk about the positive side in wrestling. Well, after being in this business for a year now, I look back at that dude and I say, you naive little prick, man. Like, you're going to get jaded just like the rest of them. So, but still, wouldn't trade it for the world, man. The good so much weighs out the bad. If I got to take the bad to get the good, I would take that bad all day. I can handle it. I'm a big boy. I'm an adult. I'm not a part of your system. That's right. We're doing it our way, man. Like I say, think ECW, think NXT, think independent wrestling and what it is right now, and let's put a little bit of crazy TV polish on it and some artsy fartsy outside the box, just wacky crazy flavor. I hope you're as excited as I am. If you're half as excited, then you're excited, because believe me, the past few days since we announced this, you know, as soon as we thought of it, I was excited, but just seeing the enthusiasm and the reactions, holy shit, okay, y'all are about it. If you're about it, I'm about it. We're going to deliver. These aren't empty promises. Mark my words. I really don't know what else I can put out there. We got Billy Knox, Willie Storm. Hell of a story already. Willie Storm wants to prove himself, but while this dude's trying to prove himself, he's pissing Billy Knox off. And Billy Knox has stayed relatively cool about it. He's kept his cool more than I thought he would. I don't know how much more you can poke the bear, Willie. I'm proud of you. These promos are fire. I'm seeing a different side of you, and I believe in you, Bubby. Like, I know this death match is going to be a war. So that's one you got to look forward to. El Grego impressed a lot of folks in that match against Gannon Green. He got in a lot more offensive than I thought he would. But the dude's a jerk. He's a dickhead. Listen, the dude showed up at the show on my birthday, my 40th birthday. Should have been, it was one of the happiest damn days of my life, man. All these people singing me happy birthday in the ring, and this asshole kicks off the show trying to ruin my birthday. Then the asshole tries to ruin my favorite holiday and my big Halloween special. Comes out right out the gate and tries to take over the Halloween special. So, yeah, I definitely got a bone to pick with this dude. Me and Grego got heat. Not only that, I asked the dude for a promo. Gannon says, I respect the man. I want him to work for us. As a matter of fact, I want him to have a title shot. So you got Gannon Green's respect. God bless you. So I'm like, yo, Grego, shoot me over a promo so we can promote this match with Duzan. This idiot sends me a promo of him pissing. He did get the date out there, but that was about it. That was the only useful information. He's just rambling while he's pissing. So I'm going to get in Duzan's ear. It's time for Duzan to teach somebody a lesson, make an example out of somebody. So I am heavily invested in the RSW Junior Heavyweight title match. As far as others on the card, it looks like Mount Kilpis will be in the house. And I hope I have the right team for the job. Is it going to be a team match? Is it going to be singles? I don't want to say till I know for sure. But I'll just say I got some big plans. We got big surprises. Again, you're going to have your work rate matches. You're going to have a lot more announced down the road, man. Just keep your eyes on the socials. We just set up a Facebook page, Extreme Independent Wrestling. Check me out on Twitter, at Carpenbarker, at WrestleRoni. Right here on the channel, man. That's where you're going to get, we got a weekly news recap show. So the plan is, we'll put the promos out on Facebook because that's where the main audience is right now. So they can go ahead and get those as soon as they're ready. And then after the week's over, we'll collect all those promos. We'll all sit down. We'll look over them. And we'll see what news we can decipher and what direction stories are going in and such. And we'll get down and, watch them all together here on the channel if you're not on Facebook or not watching them on Facebook. So, yeah, you got a weekly recap show. That's right. We're going to have that many damn promos where we can do weekly recap shows. Promise you that. Then, of course, the first event, if you can't make it, we'll put it up on the channel. You know how I do. I got a pretty quick turnaround time. We'll get it out there to you as soon as possible. In a perfect world, one day we'll be streaming live and everything. But right now, for the vision I want everything to be perfect. So we're going to do event tapings, TV tapings down the road. Believe me, there's some things that I just can't do live. It's just impossible to do live what I want to do right now. So that's the way it is. It'll be alright. I like live wrestling as much as the next guy. If you want it live, get down here. Get down here and see it live. There's no better experience than the live experience. I can't wait to see his first live crowd. Believe me, we got plans for those live in attendance. I can't even tell you everything. Not until I know for sure. That's one thing of Spooky Lou. I'm not going to tell you until I know for sure. Hang in there, man. I think we covered it. I'm super excited. This has been the origin story. Keep an eye on the socials. Keep an eye on the channel. You never know what's going to happen. Believe me, there's an army of us at work. Just constant. Just bah, 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 bah. You wouldn't believe it. God bless Billy Knox. Cranking out these graphics. We're cranking out promos. It's good. It's a good time to be a WrestleRoni subscriber. It's a good time to be a West Virginia indie wrestling fan. And we got plenty of great guests coming up right here on WrestleRoni. We're going to have the folks fighting in the matches on EIW. We're gonna tell the stories right here on WrestleRoni. So be ready for that. Till next time, folks, treat each other with kindness and respect. For the love of God, please. It's the holiday season. Let's be nice to each other. Let's look out for each other. A big thank you to Hooch Vandersnatch. Sent me a nice 3.0 USB hub. Now, hell, man, there's so much I can transfer files faster. I can use the webcam now. That was a big lifesaver. Big ups to that dude. Quit saying asshole. But what happened? during the Halloween special, I noticed his comment on Dan Bosworth's post said, we need to get this guy a webcam. I was like, Bubby, I got a webcam, but my ports are busted in my computer. Make a long story short, this guy I never talked to sends me a USB port. Brand new. Best Buy delivered it to my house. God bless you, man. Just, there's good folks out there on social media. There's good people out there in the world. And the past few weeks are really showing me that. Like, I lost a brother, but man, I've gained so many new friends. You'll have that. You'll have that. Like I say, wouldn't change a fucking thing. I promise you that. We are rocking and rolling. Spooky Lou's never been happier. I've never been more excited. I really feel this is what I was put on earth to do. And same, me and Billy, we've been doing this shit. We was doing this shit years ago. We have our practice in. It's time to go. We're off to the races. Treat each other with kindness and respect. Catch me on the VSW podcast this Friday. Catch me on Turnbuckle Turmoil this Friday. November 17th, we got EIW First Blood Last Laugh. December 2nd, Monongah Town Hall. RSW's coming back to Spooky Lou's hometown for Krampus Mania 3. Last year was crazy as hell. Can't wait to see what we do this year. Lots of great stuff to look forward to. Keep it right here on the Roni. We're going to see you soon. We're out of here.
Welcome to the Kill City Cup. I got the world by the